On tap here between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. McGee. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
On the carry, McGee pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. In on the stoppage to here, Whitehead. Now Jameis on second down. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And it's third down. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Every time I watch a Lodi Nada play, I just wonder, how do you move this man? And then when he shows his movement ability, look out, quarterbacks.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Winston. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. If you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Hit as he threw it. Charles, that ball's got to come out quicker.
It does, and the way that happens, know where you need to go with the ball in pre-snap. Has to read the coverage, has to have a great idea so he knows he can get rid of it right now to an open receiver.
Because he had no back in there to protect him with that 5-wide set.
So you know what, you become your own blitz control because you've got to deliver the ball and know you're going to get hit.
Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. So 2nd and 10 here. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on.
That's caught at the 25. It's a big play. Winston to Evans. And even 60 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
To throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll set up to throw. Deep drop. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So out come the Bucs now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Again, they'll run. This is McGee. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. Snap count through the defense off. 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
Got in left. 4 down. Check. Easy. That's
Here's McGee. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there and swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Hey.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end. 4 down. Let's go now. Blue waiting. Hey, check right 57.
On play action, Winston finding time. Still back there. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Kenny Stills, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Andre Branch in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ezekiel Ansah coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll escape to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll be first down, Detroit.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it first and goal. And they're going to speed things up here. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Lions.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And his kick is right through. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second half starts with a run by Abdullah. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Well, second down run for Abdullah. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Abdullah. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And a catch right side by Evans. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On the catch, it's Crowder. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Winston over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. The room to run just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run with McGee. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Okay, so thought they might go for it here, down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The left side completion to Jones. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Marty.
And to give this time to the tailback. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
The ruling on the field stands.
So the call stands. Now they're out of challenges. What do you think about that? Do you wish that they had an unlimited amount?
No, I don't, because if they have unlimited challenges, we will be here all night because every call will get challenged. I like the strategy of determining when is the right time to make the challenge by the head coach.
It's caught inside the 25. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 48 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side instead of...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, Are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Second down, Winston. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Winston from the gun on third down. This is caught by Jackson. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston now to throw on for, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Andre Branch in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Jameis on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third and long for Winston. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. To the air again with Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. That's complete right around the 8. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, it's Winston. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal, Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And tough starting field position here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you don't want to pin this all on the quarterback, even when the pressure's coming. Not easy for them, but that's just something you can't do is take that sack in the end zone.
No, you can't. But for all defensive line coaches, they're celebrating everywhere. Because what do they tell us in our meetings? It's all about the get-off, beating the offensive line at the snap of the football.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One receiver left, 3 to the right. One last shot now for Winston. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. Well, Charles, it's...